We talk about setting up trusts, we talk about offshore companies with 0% tax, we talk about banking millions in cryptocurrencies, but we rarely talk about the banks or the countries where one should keep their funds to ensure their money is significantly safer than in other jurisdictions. Before listing the countries and the reasons why, I want to mention the US because there are many conflicting opinions. American citizens or former American citizens often hate the IRS, hate Chase, hate Bank of America, hate Wells Fargo because they ask too many questions, because they won't let you withdraw your money freely, because the fees are horrible, and so on. But on the other hand, I have many Latin America, Asian and European clients who love American banking using an ITIN because they can take advantage of the US credit system and the American banking system as non-resident and non-citizens, enjoying all the benefits without the IRS chasing them. Honestly, I believe that depending on the case, US banking can be quite good, but in other cases it's better to stay far away from the country. With that said, let's begin with the countries where people accumulate millions of dollars. First, we must mention Switzerland, which has historically been famous for its private banking, legal stability and privacy. Many Swiss banks still offer premium services, although they are now more regulated, ideal for large states seeking stability. I have clients with private banking in Switzerland and some of them love it, others not because the bank really doesn't want to make you money, and many of them with certain products have lost quite a lot of money. Second, I want to highlight Liechtenstein because if you like Switzerland, you will love this country even more. It has ultra-private, highly professional banking. It specializes in high net worth clients and wealth management. Many banks operate in coordination with fiduciary structures and private foundations, very useful for asset protection. It is not a member of the European Union, but it uses the Swiss franc and has a very solid financial system. Excellent for long-term estate planning structures. In many cases, funds are even better protected here than in Switzerland due to its favorable legal framework. LGT Bank, VP Bank, the National Bank of Liechtenstein, and a few other lesser-known names are all excellent. But of course, they only accept very qualified clients. It's not easy to open an account. They usually require assets exceeding $1 million and impeccable banking references. Fees are high, but justified by the level of service. They may cooperate with CRS, but with well-structured setups like foundations or trusts, you can maintain a good level of privacy and legal separation. Third, Luxembourg, known for the high quality of its financial services. It is heavily used by funds, trusts and insurance companies. It is attractive to people with international corporate structures or those looking to bank crypto assets legally. We personally use it for holding companies and operational companies in some of our clients' structures. Fourth, we must mention Monaco, the classic haven for major fortunes with extremely exclusive banks. It requires high net worth to open an account, but it is one of the safest places on the planet for money. Fifth, I want to talk about Singapore, as it is Asia's financial hub with very solid banks like DBS, UOB, OCBC. It's one of the most popular places for family offices and wealth management. Excellent for crypto and international companies. Usually to bank accounts here, you will need to make large deposits between $200,000 and $300,000, but in many cases it can be $500,000 or $1 million. Sixth, I want to highlight another financial hub that is slow with trying to catch up with Singapore, the United Arab Emirates, the UAE. It offers the possibility to open accounts as a non-resident with good banking treatment for high net worth individuals and much greater ease than Singapore. Emirates NBD is the main bank in the UAE, while WIO and Mashreq are good options for daily operations. They are not top tier choices. Seventh, we have to include Panama. Yes, it's true, after everything that's happened, many people have ruled it out, but it still retains a certain level of banking privacy, although less than before. You can open an account with an offshore company or even as a non-resident individual. It's relatively easy to manage and is accepted in many Latin America countries. It is one of the few countries where you can open a bank account as a non-resident without needing a minimum deposit. But keep in mind that if you are using this jurisdiction, it can sometimes be difficult to withdraw funds from here, especially if the money comes from crypto. Many people also use Hong Kong or the UK, as both are key strategic points on their respective continents. However, I believe the countries mentioned above are much commonly used to accumulate millions of dollars. If you need help obtaining a new residency permit, tax residency, offshore trust, citizenship and passport, or even crypto banking in one of these selected countries, I invite you to fill out the form in the descriptions. I'm Victor, all the best.